did you see break down there in the start of the third?
Well, it actually started at the end of the second quarter. You know, that group that came in to start for us played with great energy, great effort, got us the lead. And then I think they closed the second quarter on a 21-11 run. And that just continued into the start of the third, where it was a 16-2 run. The reason we got back in the game in the second quarter is we played great defense, and we only had 2 turnovers. And in that third quarter, we had 8 turnovers, and for the game, we had 18 for 35 points. You can't give the number 1 offensive team in the NBA extra possessions, and I thought our starting group in that third quarter did not have a lot of energy, and when things went south, we didn't fight, we didn't compete, and that was a little disappointing.
Was it good to see the reserves step up the way they did, though?
Yeah, to see Emmanuel, Malik, Will, Kenneth, Mason, all those guys play that well and get the lead in the second quarter was phenomenal. Got back in the game. The importance of closing quarters we saw. We had the lead. They go on a run. Now they're up by 5 at half, and then they came out in that third quarter and looked like a very fresh team. It looked like we looked like a very tired team. And obviously, this was our 6th game in 9 nights. And it's part of the NBA. We can't use that as an excuse, but that definitely played into it, I believe.
What did you see from Trey Lyles closing out there in the fourth?
Yeah, I was happy. Trey Lyles has not been playing just because of the glut of power forwards that we have. He's a very good player. He had a great training camp, had a very good preseason. But for him to go out there and play as well as he did, I was happy for him. I challenged the guys in the fourth quarter, say, listen, we're getting our ass kicked. Forget the scoreboard, win the fourth quarter. And to those guys' credit, they went out there, they competed, and they played well in that fourth quarter and won that quarter. So small silver linings. That's a very good basketball team over there, and hopefully we can play better against them next time we see them.
You mentioned the fatigue. Could you sense that even today, but before the game, that you guys were feeling that it was 6 games in 9 days?
No, we just had an afternoon shoot around where we were just walking through stuff, so could not sense it. But I went into the game knowing that. Our last third game in 4 nights in New York, we had no energy. So now this is double that, 6 game in 9 nights, and I knew it would be a factor. I mean, it's just part of the NBA. I believe there's a website that looks into the chances of you winning a game with the rest and travel and all that. The chances of us winning tonight were probably slim and none. The fact that we gave ourselves a chance in that first half, I was proud of that. Third quarter was very disappointing, kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Tomorrow is a well-deserved rest day, and we'll finally have a practice day. We haven't had a practice in so long, so to get back in the practice gym on Monday to get ready for Brooklyn will be great for us.
So then how easy, given all those circumstances, is it to then just turn the page on this and flush it and keep it moving forward?
I have a hard time flushing it and just keep on trucking because I just didn't like our demeanor in that third quarter. But again, I have to take into account the fatigue. But when teams go on runs, we just can't roll over. And I thought we just kind of let go of the rope a little bit in that quarter. And that was disappointing to see. So yes, I can attribute that to fatigue, but I also want to see a little bit more fight out of our team. And we had that off the bench tonight, and we just have to have more of that from our starting group. Granted, they are playing a lot of minutes.
One of the reasons you were able to kind of claw back into that game was Kenneth Faried's energy in the second quarter. What did you just see from him in general that kind of helped spark you guys?
Yeah, I thought it was the whole group. I thought Kenneth was terrific, obviously, but that whole group played with great energy. They picked us up. They got us back in the game. Their defense was phenomenal. I think we held them to a very low percentage in that second quarter, and most importantly, we took care of the ball. But Kenneth was active, he was aggressive, he was rebounding, he was running the floor, he was rolling, and obviously as a guy for us that is a lob threat. Malik found him in transition, Emmanuel found him off the pick and roll ATO play, and it was good to see Kenneth out there playing at such a high level. And it was just disappointing that we couldn't capitalize on that momentum to end the second and start the third.
Going back to Kenneth in the third quarter there, kind of bonus minutes for him, was that just trying to recapture some of that second quarter stuff?
I was tired of watching the starting group, so we're getting our butts kicked, 16-2 start, 4 or 5 turnovers to start, and I didn't see much fight in the eyes, so I wanted to make a change. And it's going to happen sometimes. A starting group may not have it, and part of the value of having such a deep and talented roster is we can put other guys in the game. So I gave Emmanuel and Malik and Will and Mason and Kenneth a chance to play, and then getting Trey Lyles, I just wanted to see what Trey could do out there. He's more than deserving of minutes because he's been working so hard and has had such a great attitude.
Malik was big in that second quarter. What did you see from him pushing the pace and being a distributor and doing all the small things?
Yeah, just his activity and energy level were off the charts, and I think it was easy to see a different energy level from our starting group and the guys off the bench, and I knew that was going to be the case coming in because again the games and the schedule and the way it's been. But I thought Malik was terrific. He had a great play in transition to Kenneth. He was aggressive, looking to drive the ball. He was doing a really good job on defense. So that entire group, that 5-man unit that got us back in the game, was phenomenal.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, appreciate it, everybody.